Hi Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 16th to the 31st, 2022 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, just a warning not to be scammed by anybody pretending to be me or any other reader asking you for money. They are tricky. Be very cautious. Now let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Leo, let's see the energy that we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. We have two. Okay. Oh, that's really funny because they're really good cards. So when we're told to be mindful here, there's somebody else is going to try and push you in a direction that is towards their commitments, towards what they want to do, towards what they are, instead of what you are. So just be very mindful of this. It's almost like, yeah. So it's almost like if you don't do this, then I can't be with you. Or if you don't, do it like this, then we can't, proceed. I see this in the realm of kind of like relationships, but also it's just in a sense of somebody else has their commitment, has what's really important to them. They're going to push that forward on you more and more, Leo, instead of you being able to say, oh, well, this is what's important to me. So compromise is going to be needed. Just compromise is going to be a little bit tricky because you're both going to be very stubborn. This one person, it means a lot to them. So I don't know if this is something that can be compromised or if this is something where it's like a parting of the ways. There's also a sense of rebirth. There is a sense, again, of somebody transforming, somebody changing, and it's their commitment. And their commitment is going to come first. Their transformation is going to come first. So just be very, very mindful of this. The chakra energy, angels, and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is angels and masters. Now that's really interesting because as I was shuffling, I was thinking right here, Spirit was saying, you're also going to be transformed during this time, and it can go against some of the things that you thought you were committed to doing. You thought like, oh, okay, I have everything figured out. Now things are transforming, something like a fly gets in the ointment or something changes and you're like, oh, wow, like that's not as important as I once thought it was, or that isn't where I want to be. Now with the soul star chakra located again 6 inches above your crown, your angels, your spirit guides, they're right there with you. They're wrapping their wings around you. They're whispering in your ear. There's going to be this knowing that is about you. There's going to be this sense of coming to an understanding. I also see like spiritual understanding, moving towards a more spiritual self is going to be coming up during this time, needing that comfort. It could be, something is going on and you need the comfort of prayer or meditation or, even going to a religious area. That's going to be something that you find very beneficial, and it's going to very much help your soul during this time. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with your soul, but your soul is going to find it very comforting, and that's going to be something that needs to be listened to. Yeah, to be able to take care of yourself holistically as well as just like health-wise, that is going to be very important, and you're going to feel that, Leo. So let's see what the cards have to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. There's something that's heartbreaking for you. It has to do around with what you love, what's really important. So just be very, very, very aware of this, okay? During this time, you have strong Gemini, Leo, of course, this is you. You have Virgo energy coming forward here as well as Aquarius. I love that the whole bottom row is major arcana. This is a major time for you. There's something here that has broken your heart. You can find heartbreaking, that has been overwhelming. So this is a good time also, like, get a physical, make sure everything's okay with your heart, you know, just to make sure that you're in tip-top shape. The repeat of the number 3, there's a divine guidance forward. There's a divine sense of this is what I need, this is what I want. The doors are being opened. There's also a release of certain pain that has been holding you back. We have the 3 of Wands here, and the 3 of Wands is a new lease on the way that you're looking at things, on the way that you want to move forward. There's a sense of so much more is opening to you than what you had originally thought. And so as this is opening, you're gaining a greater understanding. You're looking at things in a different way. There's also a sense of needing to ride the waters. So needing to ride the waves, needing to embrace the emotions. And you could have wanted to push this down and push this down because it was heartbreaking. It was overwhelming for you. And now it's like, no, I need to look at this straight on. I need to look at where I need to be, or what I desire for my life, or what's important to me. So here with the 3 of Swords, this is heartbreak, pain, and disappointment. But as we're looking at the new horizons, it's like there's a new horizon after this heartbreak and pain and disappointment. But there's also a sense of really make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're taking care of your heart. Make sure you're not pushing things down until everything just bubbles up, because that's going to be the tendency. We just want to kind of get on with it. And Spirit is really saying some things need to be paid attention to. We also need to see what has been breaking our hearts, what has been overwhelming to us, why it has been. Because there's something here. It's kind of like there's something here where somebody's being stingy, somebody's holding something back. So just be very aware of this. This is also vampiric energy around money. It could be that we've been looking at things and saying, well, I can make that sacrifice because I'll save, money here, I'll save money there. But it's really putting a strain on us that we're not acknowledging, because we're thinking, okay, the dollar means more than my own personal, sanity or well-being, or I can put up with anything for a short period of time. So just be very aware of this, because we're putting undue pressure onto ourselves. Be mindful of money here. Yes, saving is important, but also taking care of yourself, embracing what you love is also very, very important during this time. The King of Swords, you have strong Gemini energy and Aquarius energy coming forward. So that's going to be very important. There is a sense here of knowing what it is that you want, being able to state what it is that you desire, but there's also a clarity. Something has been made very clear. Something gets put in perspective in a way that it hadn't been before. And now that you're seeing things more clearly, more openly, more honestly, it's like, well, that's what I want. That's what I need. There's somebody around you too. They can be very blunt. I see this person not wanting to be as blunt as they are, so they'll try to soften the words or soften things. Know that they're going to tell you something, and it might be something that you don't want to hear. It's something that needs to be said. It's something that cuts to the heart of the matter, and it's like all the strings, all the pain starts to be released. There is something that's coming forward also during this time. There's just a knowledge, a knowing, an insight, an understanding that opens things up. There is also a strong sense of being very drawn to words. This can be a time where, the words in music mean everything. The words mean everything during this time. So just be very, very, very aware of this. There is also a sense of, what have I worked for? What do I want? Things are being put in perspective in a way of, what's the bigger picture? Where do I need to be? We're looking at what we love, but we're also looking at new horizons, and also how at times love has broken our hearts. How have our hearts been broken, and why have our hearts been broken? Are we afraid to love again? Are we afraid to move forward in what we really want? Have we put that on the back burner and said, I'll get there later? There's a sense now of truly embracing who we are, what we love, what we want, what's important to us, where we need to be. So that opens up a door in a very real way. There's also strong Gemini energy around us. So there's a duality here. Duality is just coming forward. It's like 2, 2, 2. There could be two faces to things. Like one has this way of looking at things, one has this way of looking at things. We don't know, and it's personal. We don't know which way to look at certain situations, or we don't know exactly what we want or what we're looking towards or how we're viewing things. So there's this push and this pull. It can be between you and somebody that you love. It can be just like inwardly, just the sense of, but I'm supposed to be seeing it this way. And another part of you is like, oh, but I'm supposed to be seeing it this way. And we don't know exactly where we stand all the time. So listening to our hearts, listening to what we want, but also listening to, what has caused us pain, what has held us back, what has, stopped us, is also going to be very important, because there's something here where it's like, you have to open up your heart, you have to embrace what you love, but you also kind of have to figure that out, because there's a fear of, if I open my heart this much, what will happen? How will everything fall apart? Because things had fallen apart before. So don't be afraid to love, but also know that there are scars that have to be looked at, but there are also wounds that are going to be healed. Now, with you coming forward in this reading, there's a power to you. This time, it's Capricorn time, not Capricorn, it's Cancer time, but it's also Leo time, right? That we're going to be into the time frames. This is a time for you where you're really starting to look at what you're passionate about, what's important to you, where it is that you want to be, what it is that you desire, the bigger picture of where you want to go, what you need. And there's a strong sense here of you letting your heart guide you. Your heart is going to be very important, and you have to let that be shown. So during this time, embracing love and embracing what you love, knowing that, again, there is a heartbreak that needs to be released. This has been vampiric energy on you. This has been somebody who has been pulling you down and stopping you from really moving forward the way that you want to, the place that you want to be. And here, it has us turning inward. It's almost a sense of, I need to see where I want to be for me. I need to see what's important to me and not what's important to anybody else. We've had somebody else pulling the strings a lot. And I'm just seeing this again as a relationship that it just didn't work out well. It just was something that, we were madly in love, and then it all blew up. So just be aware of this during this time. With the Hermit, we're turning inward and we're finding our own light. It's almost like the light had been diminished, and we were thinking, I can't get back there. But there is also somebody around you, okay? And I see this as a guiding person. I see this more as like a guardian angel, a spirit guide, somebody who's really showing you love, really showing you connection, really showing you, how you need to open yourself to what you want. And it can feel very, very sensual, but it's also very much a sense of the spiritual guiding you. There's a broken heart around almost a sense of, I trusted and I didn't get what I wanted, or things just blew up. Now, this could be around work. This could be around a relationship. I see this as being very personal. That's why Spirit keeps on bringing me to a relationship. But I also see this as very much a sense of, I'm finding my light again. I'm looking at my passion again. I'm looking at what I need, at what I want, and what's important to me. But I have to turn inward. And as we're turning inward, we're also very much going to see what we dream of, where it is that we want to be, what it is that we're looking for. The star is our wish. And this isn't what we cross our fingers and wish for. This is our deep soul's wish. So right here, right now, there is such a sense of, this is what I love, this is what I need, this is what I wish for, and we're saying our wishes that we think we want. It's kind of like, I want a new car, or a new watch, or a new this, or a new that. And deep down, Spirit is hearing our soul's wish. And this is going to be the game changer. This is going to be the thing where they're like, I see you, I hear you, I'm giving you what your heart has longed for. And what your heart has longed for has actually been being siphoned away because of the pain that you have been through. And there's a sense here now of like, it's a new road, it's a new game, it's a new way forward. Let's embrace the truth of it. Let's embrace what we really want and cut to the heart of where we really want to be, of what we really desire, of what we're really looking for, because that's going to open us up to absolutely what we love, and things become magical. This is a time where it almost feels like, how could this be magical? Because this can be such a honest, raw time for us, Leo, but it is such a magical time, because all of a sudden it's like I'm releasing all this pain, all this hurt, all this anger, all this fear. Everything that has broken my heart is being released. And there is such beauty, prosperity, and abundance coming forward that it is shocking, that it is overwhelming, that it is amazing. It moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of, and this is the Prince of Swords. This is being mindful of just charging forward, of cutting through nonsense, of not cutting through nonsense, but it's like it's tilting at windmills, right? It's the sense of taking the absurd and taking it way too seriously. We're going to have a tendency towards that during this time, and that's going to be quite negative for us. The Prince of Swords can be the absolute best, the superhero, you know, the Prince Charming, right, in the tarot. But in the negative, he's astoundingly reckless, astoundingly self-obsessed, astoundingly self-centered. We need to be mindful of this, because there's a sense that we can think, you know what, this pain, too much to deal with right now. I don't really want to see it. I'm just going to charge forward. Any action is better than inaction. And that's not always the case. Our subconscious chakra message is the throat chakra, and its life purpose. We're going to find, because words are so important to us and what we deeply wish for is coming forward, we're going to find that we start to speak our purpose. That words get repeated, or phrases get repeated, get stuck in our head. Certain things come forward and we're like, wow, I've been hearing that a lot, or I've been seeing that a lot, or, you know, what the heck does that mean? What is that? It's spirit slowing us down. I do see words. It can be, you know, seeing things in a sign, or thinking you read the sign this way and it said something else, but it's like the same message coming forward. And there's a real sense here of you're being pushed towards your life purpose. It's coming around you in words. It's coming around you in songs, in movies, in, you know, in words. And wherever you hear a whole bunch of words, okay, your life purpose is pushing you forward. Or read a whole bunch of words. It doesn't matter, you know, how you take in that knowledge. What matters is that you are progressing forward, and your life purpose is kind of, it's kind of hitting you in the face. It's like, here I am. Listen, because you're going to get annoyed. You're going to think, oh my gosh, this is so silly. You know, why does this keep on bothering me? Or why do I keep on saying this? Or why does this keep on coming forward? And it's because your spirit guide, okay, the one who is showing you, is saying, slow down and see. Slow down and see. It moves us to our subconscious tarot energy, and it's the Ace of Cups. This is God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us healing, beautiful love. So when we start off with the heart being broken and the vampiric energy, subconsciously, we're moving towards a healing. We're moving towards a connection. We're moving towards what we love and what we need and what we desire. And there's a real sense of it had to be released in order for things to get better, in order for the beauty to come in order for the power to move us forward. And that's just going to be it. There is such a sense of love around you. There is such a sense of connection, of healing, of insight, of understanding. It's changing the game, and it's opening up our eyes, and it's moving us in a direction that we hadn't anticipated, but that we deeply need. It's like, I didn't know I needed this love. I didn't know I needed this connection. I didn't know I loved this, or I didn't know this meant so much to me till right now when it was tested. This is a testing time. I mean, this is a time where you're going to find yourself looking at things, Leo, in a very different way than you have before. And it opens up the whole entire world. It really does. It puts you on a new adventure. It puts you on a new path. It brings forward new things. And there's a release of pain that needs to happen. And then you turn inward, okay? You turn to what's really important. And you get what your soul has wished for, what your soul dreams of. And it comes to you. It's just going to be very blunt. It's going to be very blunt, very to the point, very matter-of-fact about things. And all of a sudden, things are put in alignment, and you're pushed forward in a direction that you feel more comfortable walking, but that you hadn't expected to be on. Okay. All right, Leo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves and of the healing that is around us. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Leo. and may blessings always be with you.